What's up, everybody? ElPhoenixRising here, and this is...
Shout out there, H+III+T, no Bill Cosby, because I said you look. How'd you drink?
You have to put in pops and the roof failing. Oh, y'all know what they're talking about. He dropped a defamation suit, by the way.
Did he?
Yes, he did.
Good for him.
So life's moving on for Bill, but life's not moving on for a lot of people involved with the Black Lives Matter campaign. And the problem I'm finding right now is that people, one, don't understand what the Black Lives Matter cause is, the movement, and nobody's helping. Would you care to explain?
If you want to, like, basically what me and Senior Phoenix were talking to, because he's L. But, like, we were actually talking about, it's a situation of there's the Black Lives Matter thing, and then people try to counter it with the All Lives Matter. And that's perfectly fine if you're going about it in a respectable way, like you're trying to add to it. Like, yeah, it's messed up what's happening with black people and the quote-unquote po-po, but let's add on to it, it's not just black people. That's fine. But how most people are doing it is, it's a situation of someone says Black Lives Matter, then someone out of the woodwork said, no, All Lives Matter, and you're doing it in like you feel defensive and you're attacking the movement with another movement. If you want to join forces and say Black Lives Matter and All Lives Matter, okay, that's fine. But don't attack it, say, no, that's wrong, All Lives Matter. And another thing, I'm sorry, can we just take another second to establish what is the Black Lives Matter thing? It's not a movement of screw white people. Nobody said that. Nobody said, there's some outliers, but no one I know said that. Let's keep that all the way 1,000. Black Lives Matter is based on police brutality and what's going down. It just happens that a good percentage of police brutality is affecting black people. So hashtag Black Lives Matter. It has nothing to do with any other form of civil rights. It has nothing to do with, people. It has nothing to do with any of that. It's about police brutality. So the fact that you want to attack it and apply it to every other thing and then throw All Lives Matter on it, understand what you're doing. Are you adding to it or are you trying to attack it? Because if you're trying to attack a movement with another movement, you're the freaking enemy. Continue. I'm sorry.
No, that's it. That's what I was going to say. Because you think about it, people are like, oh, first off, last week, Fox News. First off, the media turns anything the way they want it. They could have Barney teaming up with freaking Teletubbies to put on a special for kids to raise awareness for something, and then someone would be like, well, they were being anti-Semitic and racist, or they were doing this, or they were trying to steal money. Depending on your news source and who you're focused on, every news source has an agenda. Okay, we're gonna leave it at that. The only people I think are kind of bipartisan, but they still lean more liberal, are CNN. Because MSNBC is full out liberal, Fox News is full out conservatives. Fox News put out a video. They're like, President Obama commends the people from the Black Lives Matter movement, the leaders, for their efforts. And in the background, they're playing videos of the riots that occurred after the various lawsuits.
So they only show.
And so they're like, how could he commend these actions? How could he say these actions are great? First off, the people that are in charge of it don't act like that. Every group, regardless of what it is, my Christian folks out there, that what's the name? That Baptist church that was hating people. Every religious group, ethnic group, social group, whatever culture you want to be part of, they have their outliers. They have their people that are frustrating, or they get too hype or whatever, and group mentality takes in and riots and things happen. That happens.
Not every Christian is crazy. Not every person who believes in something you don't is an extremist. Go down the list.
Everybody has their own extremists.
Not every white person is racist.
No, they're not.
Black people don't think that, by the way.
Not every cop shoots people.
No, they don't.
We don't believe that.
No one said that.
Every interaction I had was positive. Not all of them are alike. So we to make a video to talk about Black Lives Matter, All Lives Matter. We have to talk to everybody, because everybody in every group, there are there are Trumps in every group that are, oh, y'all are crazy, and it's just like we're getting separated for no reason. Because you look and someone posts something about Black Lives Matter, and then I saw this girl, she was so African American, and she yelled, well, y'all white people are crazy. First off, that's not how this is supposed to work.
It's not even what it's about.
I'm training to be a counselor, right? I'm in school to be a counselor. And thank you for the comment. Because Black Lives Matter.
Vroom, vroom.
But the cultural perspectives, that's one of the big things for us as counselors, to be culturally aware and sensitive of our own stuff and how things affect us and what we can do to effectively help. And so one of our assignments, we're looking at the Native Americans, how teams are called the Redskins, using traditional religious headdresses that are meant for the highest of honors within many tribes, and how they should be tuna, and how they
need a tuna.
And how people have used it as mascots and all these other things. And when Oklahoma passed the bill to remove these things, Native Americans were there to represent it because it was their bill, their stuff. Hispanics, Latinos, African Americans, Jewish culture. There were all these different groups together working to stop the prejudice that was happening. So with Black Lives Matter, anybody can be part of Black Lives Matter.
Anybody.
It just so happens that we're the highest statistic. But yeah, that's what the purpose of Black Lives Matter, this video of our take of Black Lives Matter is. It's not just about our lives matter. It's the fact that we're at the highest percentage at the time, so that's where the movement came from, and that we need to be working together. Unity. To actually move social justice and everything forward, because if we just sit here arguing, complaining, and griping at each other and biting each other's heads off, stuff like that, what's going to get done? We're just going to keep rifting and dividing, and everybody's going to think that, oh, this group of people are bad, this group. Not everybody thinks that, but, and I think it's funny, people argue about this stuff in comment sections because they know that they'll never be near that person.
Yep.
But they want to say some of this stuff to each other's faces.
Confidence is easy to attack.
Yes. So, guys, Black Lives Matter first. It's not trying to be racist or anything like that. It's about the Batista. I'm so frustrated.
Batista.
It's about police brutality and everything like that. Should Obama have commended the people? Yes, because the ones who were commending were not the ones that are out there being the radical side of it and doing the riots and causing damage and destruction. Check your sources. You got anything else to say?
If people want to get mad at Obama for commenting on injustice against black people, Obama's black, guys. He's half black. You know what? Drake's half black. He's Jewish, but he's still allowed at the BET Awards. That's another rant for another day, but that's not your video, not mine.
Guys, that's our take on Black Lives Matter, and this is probably another long video, and it should be, because it's not something you should just talk about in 2 seconds and put it out. Let me know what you want to see for the next My Take, what I have a take on, and also, because great people give me ideas, we're going to start story time. And most of y'all probably didn't even watch to get to this part. So thank you for my 2.5 minutes of, it moved up to 2 minutes and 45 seconds of watch time. So that's why I try to do half-second videos. Please watch all the way through. I watch our videos all the way through. But this is only certain people. Like the people that I know that are going to watch and comment, they watch my stuff all the way through. Y'all are good. Bradney, Levi. I'm not going to call names. There's a whole lot of y'all to call. This guy. But anyway. Send me what you want me to tell a story about. And I will make a story about it. Some of them might be on the go. Who knows?
Ooh. Okay. Go.
Seuss.
Look at that. Okay.
I say dragging along.
Ooh.
But we bargain.
Okay. Argon like the ceiling.
Which Hillary's gonna break.
Okay.
kids go home tomorrow.
Okay.
So what I'm